Sensation. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another stream, another Demon Slayer Manga Book Club meeting 4. We're going to go over volumes 13 through 16 today, which is chapters 107 through 142, I believe, which this mostly covers the other 3 volumes of the Swordsmith Village arc, and we're also going into a new arc. I believe this one is the Infinity Castle. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But yeah, we're 1 volume into the Infinity Castle with the training. And like I said, we mostly went over the Swordsmith Village arc. Now, in today's episode, just to give you guys a quick synopsis. Tanjiro had to go to the Swordsmith Village, Swordsmith. Where's my Sonic rings at, man? There I go. He went there because he needed a new sword. His swordsmith wasn't acting right, and so while he was there, he met a Hashira Moichiro, I believe that's his name, and we also met the dude that was at final selection with him, the one that got randomly big out of nowhere, that was aggressive, some of the mediators of final selection. And throughout this journey, obviously Nezuko goes with him, but he leaves Inosuke and Zenitsu behind, which I really do enjoy. I really like that. I really enjoyed that. And Elite Collector, we're in volume 6. We're volume 13 through 16. You literally last week, my boy. But yeah, like I said, to summarize it some more, to give you more of a synopsis, all the demons, the upper rank demons, they have a meeting because one of them has died, and so they need to devise a plan to try and take out these Hashiras as quick as possible and eradicate the Demon Slayer corpse. You get what I'm saying? And after the meeting, 2 of them are assigned to go kill the Wind Hashira, the Miss Hashira, which is Muichiro, the one that we kind of follow this arc. And let me see. Tanjiro tries to get a new sword. He ends up training in that arc, which I do love me a Shonen Jump training arc. I love that. And he's training, but while he's there, he's still the nice Tanjiro that we all know. He's nice to the guy who was mean to the mediators at final selection. He's nice to the Miss Hashira, who was seemingly cold-hearted. Right? And demons pull up. And Tanjiro over this time is kind of, I guess, like his niceness is influencing others to do nice things. And so there's 2 upper rank demons in this arc. One that's in the vase, and one I believe that's really small that can split into other ones. And I will say, man, what's up with the background music, man? But I will say that this arc, having 2 upper rank demons was a joy to see, especially with the Miss Hashira having to take care of one, and Tanjiro and old dude, I forgot his name, him and Nezuko having to take care of the other one. And this causes for Tanjiro to, Tanjiro's pretty powerful in this arc, but there's this one BS thing where he could, but I think it was introduced last book club, where he could sniff out, sniff out different attacks and all that type of stuff. That was BS. Also, another thing that happens is obviously they defeat the demon. I forgot the other Hashira that comes, the good looking one. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the good looking one. Yeah. So she's also comes through. She helps with the fight as well. And they're fighting Tanjiro and old dude, the one that's at final selection. Somehow he has some power where he can eat demons and ingest demons and like have the demon power, but he's not a demon himself, which is really weird. And we get 3 backstories this arc. We get both of the Hashiras that are featured in this one, and we get, I believe his name is Gen. I forget, Gen something. But we get his backstory as well, since he is the brother of the Wind Hashira, and we see how their upbringing came. And that dude again, he can't breathe. He doesn't have any breathing technique. He uses a gun. I was like, yo, that's different. That's mighty different. You get what I'm saying? So that was a joy to see a bit. But I really don't want to see where the powers went with him. There's a lot of potential. Well, there's not that much potential since we're like 3/4 of the way now. Which I do want to discuss with you guys. Should we just knock out the rest of Demon Slayer for the next book club meeting or no? Like, let me know. That's like 7 volumes. 7 days, 7 volumes. I think we could do it, especially since this series really isn't that wordy. But yeah, this arc was pretty good. And then by the end of this arc, the Swordsmith Village arc, we find out that Nezuko can't survive in the sun, and somehow she is now back able to talk. She's reverted into a childlike brain though, but she is able to talk. So that was a dope thing to see. But I mean, I guess I really don't know how Nezuko sounds since we are reading the manga. But that was a dope thing to see. Obviously, I think the biggest thing that happened in this manga book club, besides that, is at the end of this arc, towards the next arc, the leader of the Demon Slayer Corps, and I think Andre said this one of the manga book club meetings, is that the Demon Slayer leader, the corpse leader, he is related to Muzan. Muzan is like a long distant relative, and we kind of get a hint of that when it was like Muzan was, you know, dying, because we get to see Muzan's backstory, I believe, in this one or last one, I forget. And Muzan was dying of an illness to where he was not gonna make it to 20 or 30. And I guess this doctor injected him with a demon thing, but he knew that he wasn't able to go in the sunlight. He just conveniently knew that he wasn't able to touch sunlight no more. I didn't like that. That made no sense, but obviously we find out that the Demon Slayer Corps leader is a long distant relative to Muzan, like long distance type stuff. And basically he leads him into a trap to where he's like, yo, I'm gonna kill myself, but I'm gonna give the Hashiras a chance to try and just destroy you right now. And obviously it doesn't work because Muzan puts them in this weird castle-like thing with his blood demon art, which is pretty dope. I think him doing that was pretty dope. And all the other upper rank demons are there, I believe. And Shinobu had to fight one of them, the one that killed her sister. So I believe that's where we ended off at. But obviously I'm missing a few things because obviously I'm just giving you guys a synopsis. We can talk more in detail on what you guys like. So some pros of this arc for me. I like a training arc. I like Tanjiro by himself. While he still isn't a good MC or a great character, I do like Tanjiro by himself more than with Inosuke and Zenitsu. I just felt like when he's around different characters, he bounces off with them really well, especially since he's kind of like a fish out of water situation where he's not comfortable with his friend. Like, he's not with his friends, so he's not comfortable. So he has to be put in these situations that we don't expect or we don't really see often. So I did enjoy that. Muichiro's backstory was I liked his fight with the demons. I like the fact that Tanjiro's niceness rubbed off on him, and it kind of ended up good for him, which was kind of like a foreshadowing thing. I like the fight between Nezuko, Tanjiro, Gen versus that one demon with the tongue that could split into multiple demons. I like that. I like the setting of this whole arc in general as well. I enjoyed it. I will say that this is so far my favorite arc in Demon Slayer, the Swordsmith Village arc. My favorite arc so far. Not saying it's the best arc. But I will say that I definitely did like it. I feel like we had more time with the Hashiras this arc, and the girl one was more likable. The girl was more likable than when I first met her. She was annoying to me, but she's more likable. Muichiro, the Mu in whatever my name stands for infinity, like the Mugen train. I'm like, get him out of here with the corn, man, with the corn. This corny line right here. The Mu stands for Mugen. The Mu stands for infinity, just like in Mugen. I'm like, man, yes, let's get it over with. So we getting it over with. I also got at the end of volume 11 that they are related. Oh yeah, Fave Hashira. Fave Hashira so far. Fave Hashira so far. I like Rengoku in the game, but so far Tengen, because of his design. I like Tengen's design. Muichiro really doesn't stand out to me character-wise. Obviously we have more time with Guillaume. I believe that's his name, Guillaume. We spent a little bit of time with him as well, but to me it wasn't enough for me to be like, oh yeah, I really like him. He's cool, I guess. Like, he's cool. So yeah, I don't know. But let's go ahead and open up the call lines and invite you guys in here. Oh shoot. Let me go ahead and start this event up. Let's go into the stage. Oh, my boy Andre is already in there. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead, Demon Slayer book. As you guys know, I'm still a bit sick. I'm mostly over it though. I should sound better than I did. I should sound better than I did Tuesday when we was doing the smoke show. The smoke show took a lot out of me. I'm not gonna lie, but it was a fun smoke show either way. Smoke show is up, by the way. Read the Dark Sage. Go ahead, check it out. The smoke show got a lot of views on Twitch also as well. But yeah, go ahead, check it out. Smoke show is available on Read the Dark Sage as of this moment. Yeah. My boy Elite Collector said he can't wait to read it. Yes, sir. I like the upper rank 4 demon better than the upper rank 6. These numbers are just so confusing for me. I would do the stage, but I'm at work still. Oh, Cass. Very understandable. But let me see if anybody's gonna make it into the stage. If not, I really don't know what to ramble about because I just gave you guys my pros. Some of the cons I have, Hashira still aren't well developed or fleshed out. I'm really not feeling them still like that. I like them better like when they're in the video game. And another con I have is these demons' backstories. Like the one that can split into multiple ones, I did not care for him at all. I did not care for seeing it. I just hate that the author is still trying to humanize the demons since obviously we have one demon that's humanized because she's a good guy. I still hate it. I don't like it though. But welcome to the stage, Andres Escobar. How are you feeling tonight, man?
What's up, man? Good to be here. And can't thank you for doing this because I watched the smoke show and like I won't lie, you did sound pretty bad. So I was like, he's probably gonna cancel it.
No, I try to make good on my word. I try my best to make good on my word because that's all I have. You get what I'm saying?
No, man. Thanks, for sticking to your word, I guess.
Thank you for coming through though.
No, you're good. So quick question. So I'm not able to pull up Twitch, but just as a refresher, what did you think? Give me the cliff notes of what you thought of the 4 volumes we read.
I just said it, but this is my favorite arc so far. 1 dot, 2 dot. I'm tired of these demons having backstories. 3, it was a great reveal to show that Nezuko can survive in the sunlight, especially when she threw Tanjiro off of him to go save the villagers, and then she survived from it. I think that was dope. The Hashiras, I think I still said it, like none of them are winning me over. To say I have a favorite, yeah, but it doesn't mean that they're the greatest of them all or a great character overall. Let me see. I like the action this arc. I liked Tanjiro without Inosuke as in this arc. Really was refreshing. Needed that. It's a Shonen Jump training arc. You know I enjoyed it. I did like the fact that like I said it earlier, but I don't know if I was on the stage when I said it. But you were kind of right with predicting that Muzan and the Demon Slayer leader, they're related. That was a good prediction by you. I just got
the timing. I just got the timing wrong.
Yeah, I don't know how I didn't see that. That was really obvious. That was like a Toby Obito thing. I don't know how I didn't get that. Let me see. I like the fact that he set him up to kill himself, but for the Hashiras to take him out and it didn't work. But I still like the fact that they did that. So that's how we know, like, okay, we're in the final arc type of thing. Like, we're in the final stages. I mean, we technically are. We only got like what 60 something chapters left, I believe. So yeah, overall, I like this arc. This is my favorite arc out of all the Demon Slayer arcs that we've been presented so far. I like Tanjiro without Zenitsu and Inosuke sometimes. I like to get a breather away from them because they are annoying at times. But overall, I like this arc. How'd you feel about it?
See, but here's the thing. When I read the last part, right, when he turned himself as bait for Muzan to come in and I guess show himself, and then how all the Hashiras come and fight him.
Uh-huh.
I was like, okay, like that's a cool plan, right? And then when I think Kamado or the demon girl, when she like imprisoned him using the spikes, I was like, okay, I'm ready to see a good fight or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But then he summoned, like he teleported, I guess, the Infinity Castle.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, so that was kind of useless. And then they got split up, and then now, like, I mean, he kind of sacrificed himself for nothing, right? Because I mean, now the pink-haired girl, she's fighting. Oh no, wait, Sorry, the Shinobu, I think's her name. She's fighting the
The one that killed,
second,
the one that
the
killed
upper
her
two, like
sister.
yeah, the upper two, I think is the guy, right?
I think I don't remember the numbers at all.
But then yeah, so then now it's like okay, his sacrifice is kind of pointless. I feel like a little bit, because then now they're all separated, and I feel like it's gonna be maybe Tanjiro and someone else against the upper one, and then someone's gonna have to fight Akaza. So it's probably gonna be I guess the wind guy, perhaps.
I think Tanjiro should fight Akaza.
And then you think that well, because then who do you think's gonna fight the upper one? Because I mean, he has to be there, right?
I don't know. Maybe Muzan's like, these guys should handle it. I'm not gonna send my number one guy out there, but these guys should handle it. Or he's gonna kill somebody. I feel like number one might kill somebody.
Yeah, he probably will. He probably will because they're easily outnumbered, right? So it's like I guess it makes sense for someone to die.
Yeah.
Plus, it's too convenient if Akaza killed like Rengoku, right? And then so you're telling me the number 3 killed Hashira, but then the number 1 and number 2 won't.
Yeah.
Right.
But then again, we also don't know the power scaling, I guess, of
see, and,
the Hashiras.
Didn't
they said I think they said Gyomi was number 1 though.
Yeah, they said that he's the strongest, right? Which I mean, I don't know how to feel about that, just because I guess he doesn't look too powerful. Just because he's like the big guy, right? Like you don't expect.
I don't expect the biggest guy to be the strongest. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, it's just too obvious, I guess. But I mean, hell, I guess we'll see him fight.
Oh, someone said probably. BD said probably going to be top Hashira versus top Demon.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that means he's probably going to get killed.
Maybe. I don't know. It just felt weird when he was like, Tanjiro, you are so nice. I trust you. And it's hard for me to trust people. And I'm like, I'm
like, it's kind of weird because he's big and he's like really strong, but I guess he's like the softest out of all of them. Because I don't know if I'm imagining things, but he seems like he's crying literally in every panel.
I think he is. I really think he is. Because those look
so
like
then that's kind of.
I haven't seen the anime in so long.
Weird to me. I mean, yeah. And then he's only the only time he's been in the anime was when at the end of season 1.
Yeah, when they had that meeting.
Yeah. So then I don't know how I feel about him yet.
My boy Cass says the panels I showed in the Discord this week were so bad. Like the spread was so wasted. How'd you feel about the double page spreads? There was more in this arc. I will say there were more in this arc than there have been the whole. I think it's been equal amount of how many were in this arc to compare to the rest of the series before it.
There was a nice double spread. I forget which one it was. I think it was maybe in 16, where it had Tanjiro on the left, they had Muzan on the right, and then they had the Hashiras at the top. But it was a 2-page that technically wasn't like part of the chapter itself. It was like that preview, I guess, that they give before every chapter.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about when it showed all their faces divided or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, that was cool. But I mean, I guess you're right, because I haven't seen like a cool one. Because I think the one they shared in Discord where it was the deadly fish attack or something?
Oh yeah, and the deadly fish scale attack. I'm like, that don't sound scary. I'm sorry, it just does not.
And then you just see like, I mean, you see the guy jumping or whatever, but that's all the pages, right? Like he's super small in comparison to the page. And then what takes the most space, I guess, is like his movement, right? And his movement isn't too cool because it's literally just like the like white arcs and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's been any like memorable panels or like panels where I thought like, damn, like they really did a good job, right? Like I mean, it's always like, you know, when they draw like Tanjiro and stuff, he looks good, right? But then it's nothing like I'm like, damn, like I'd get like that tattooed or something, right? Or like Bleach, for example.
Come on, are we really gonna compare? We really gonna compare Bleach to? Come on.
Bro, like Bleach. I've been like screenshotting like every single page because you know the art is just so good. But then for here, it's like, you know, pretty average, I'd say.
Yeah, I always flip a page and I never just feel like going back. I never feel like going back and looking at something.
Yeah, because I mean, still, I'd say the most, like, the coolest panel I've seen so far is probably when Tanjiro has the scythe picking up his mouth. But then apart from that, and I'm kind of biased because I saw the anime, right? But then
Of course.
apart from that, I couldn't tell you any other panel that's probably cool.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't either. There were no just very distinctive moments in the manga compared to the anime, where the anime just makes it such a cinematic masterpiece compared to the manga itself.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And then what else? So the arc, I guess, it finished. I mean, I liked the ending. I think it annoyed me how hard it was to cut the guy's like the little guy's throat. Like they tried like 5 times, I think. Like so by the end, I was like, come on, like just finish him already. Like we know he's gonna die. Like just kill him. I felt like they were kind of milking it a little bit, and I get it. It was to show that Nezuko was gonna be able to walk in the sun, right? But I mean, I feel like they could have done that to begin with. I really like Genya too.
That's his name, the one that eats demons, right?
Yeah. The one with the shotgun, cool. And I think that's his like only weapon, isn't it? Like the shotgun, and he probably has like a sword, but I think he was pretty cool. See, at first,
it was definitely unique. I will say that it was definitely unique.
See, and at first, when I saw that his eyes changed and he had fangs, I was like, I mean, are they gonna explain what happened, right? Because I feel like they just threw him out there and like, oh yeah, he has like demon powers. And then they explained, I think, whether he had like a special stomach or something.
Yeah, like he had special ingestion or something like that. I'm like, that was very weak, but okay. How did he figure that out?
See, I feel like that's almost like when they stabbed Inosuke and they were like, oh, he can move his heart.
Oh yeah, he can move his organs around. I'm like, all right.
Okay, like that's kind of plot armor to some degree, I feel like, but I was like, okay, like it's not terrible. And then when they said, I also thought it was funny because there's a panel when they're explaining Muzan's like backstory, which I mean, I thought it was pretty, it was pretty good. I mean, or average, I'd say. Cause like they gave him a drug, they gave him superpowers, and basically turned him into a zombie of some sorts that they call demons. And then they said, but then now he can't walk in the sun. He somehow figured this out.
Yeah, that's how I was like, how did he figure that out? I'm like, how?
I mean, like maybe he just went outside and he felt bad or something. But it's like literally said somehow
he said he figured that out. He just somehow sensed it or something like that. I'm like, dog, that's so weak. That's such a weak explanation.
See, and then I like Nezuko being able to talk and being able to walk in the sun now and stuff. And I don't like that for the first 2 arcs they were talking about this blue spider lily, and I get it that they only talked about it very shortly. But then it's like, oh, I need to get this blue spider lily, and then I was like, Nezuko can walk in the sun, and then now he's like, oh, you know what? Forget about the blue spider lily or whatever. It's like, I mean,
I honestly forgot about it until he brought it back up when he was a little kid.
No, I know, but it was like, I mean, it was kind of set up to be his big thing, and then it's like, oh, well, forget it. Anyways, on to the next thing.
I agree. Kind of like a MacGuffin. I wouldn't say a MacGuffin. That's the closest thing I could call it, though. But yeah.
And then I liked what's his girl's name? The pink-haired.
I think her name is Mitsuri. I think someone said it in the chat earlier. Mitsuri.
Yeah, I have to say, kind of biased, but she's probably my favorite Hashira so far, for reasons.
Okay, understandable.
I mean, even though we barely seen stuff from her, I thought her backstory was pretty good.
I thought it was weak, personally.
I mean, here's the thing. I feel like all the like lessons, I guess, the author's trying to teach, I feel like it's very like basic to a sense. Because that one was like, be yourself. Which I guess it's probably not meant for like mature audiences, right? Like it's not going to be some horror manga or anything. So I mean, I feel like it's fitting. But then I mean, it's nothing that we haven't seen.
Yeah, this is the thing, I guess, with me, like, all these characters, like, each getting a backstory. And I get you can't delve upon it really nicely. I guess when I look at a backstory, I look at something like One Piece, where the backstories are just so immaculate. And I know this manga does not have that much time to flesh it out. But, like, if you just give me something brief to, like, I don't know. I guess, like, to me, like, nothing really wows me from the backstory. Or nothing, I'm never looking at the backstory like, okay, I like this character more. Nothing.
See, the backstory that I did hate was from the small demon. I didn't even get it. Like, I read it and I was like, I didn't understand. So if you understood it and would care to explain, because like I was reading it and he looked like he was already in his demon form, and I was like, was he always a demon?
I think he might have been like a deformed human beforehand or something like that. And so I guess he had to make his way through in life. I didn't really like it. Because I'm like, okay, he was evil before. Why would I have sympathy for him now for this backstory? And he remembered all these pieces. I like the way that they represented it. Like, instead of us going through a whole backstory, they just represented it in a 2-page spread, I believe. I'm like, all right, this is an easier backstory for me to grasp. But like I said, I'm just tired of all these demons having backstories. Especially one that was pure evil before. I'm like, I really don't care about this one. Which I guess this is why they gave him a 2-page spread. Because there's no point of just developing him. No one's going to like him. I don't know anyone that likes him. I hope no one ever thinks that this is their favorite demon. I hope not. I'm sorry.
See, because how he looks, I mean, I'm a very, I guess, biased person when it comes to look. Like, if you don't look cool, I guess I won't like you. Like, at least, like an anime. So then, when I saw him at first, I was like, I mean, these two demons, him and the vase guy, I mean, they were, like, okay, but, you know. They weren't cool looking, I guess.
I did like the fact that when he did do the split and the other one's fused, they turned to like this Thunder God Enel like thing from like
that was
One
cool.
Piece.
That was cool.
That was fire. But then I'm like, Enel looks more fire than these guys. So I'm like, come on now, what we doing here?
Yeah, they might as well. They might as well just have the guy split and then turn into the tree, like the tree guy.
Yeah.
Or the tree demon, I guess.
The one that was making the tree demon, I mean the tree serpents type
yeah
of thing.
yeah see, that was pretty cool.
I enjoyed that.
How did you feel about the second the upper second backstory?
Was that the vase one?
No, the upper second. He's the guy that has the
that was a god. That was a god
like
one.
the bucket. Yeah the one that they say that he had, his parents ran like a cult and that people came like crying to him. And
out of all the demons that we've had a backstory for so far, I think I like his the most because now we see why he has this complex. And I kind of characters. I like my villain characters to kind of have like some of them, not all of them, to have like a god complex. And all these people were looking onto him. He was like, dude, why do they all believe in me? There's no such thing as a god. Like, you guys are so stupid and pitiful that you guys are coming to me thinking I can hear a voice when I don't hear nothing. So I did like that. I'm not saying it's the best thing ever, but I did like it compared to all the other ones that we've gotten beforehand.
See, because I feel like he's the first demon that I guess that got powerful just for the sake of being powerful, or was evil just to be evil, or just because I guess he was tired of being good. Because I feel like, for example, the small one, the guy that can switch, I guess back to your point, how you say that they try to humanize him and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna sympathize. So then this guy being like an asshole, it's like, yeah, I won't sympathize. Like, I guess they're making it more obvious that I won't sympathize with him, right? Which I think makes him a better villain than the rest of the demons. Just because he was an asshole before, and then now he's still an asshole. Like, they're not trying to say like, oh, he used to be good, right? Or he used to be a good kid or whatever. Because then I think he said like, oh, so then I took them out of their pain, right? Like, he says like, these people had too much pain or whatever, and I just took them out of their misery or whatever. So it's like, damn, like he probably doesn't care about these.
I mean,
he probably doesn't care.
For people to think that he's a god and him doing that kind of contradicts things.
Oh yeah, totally.
Overall, I think I enjoyed his backstory the most out of all the demons.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'm not gonna say, because no demon really is memorable unless I look at them. I think the only backstory we didn't get for the demons was the ones that had the Tamari balls and the arrows. I think those are the only ones that we didn't get a backstory for, now that I think about it.
Him and the vase. Did we get a backstory for the vase guy?
I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember.
See,
I
because
don't
I
think
felt
we
like
did
that
though.
fight. I feel like that fight with the myth guy. Like I get it that he's powerful and stuff. But I feel like he was kind of ass. Like his power was cool, I guess, but the way it was shown in the manga, like it wasn't anything flashy.
I agree. I feel like it would be also hard to implement mist as a fighting style in the manga too.
No, totally. Because like what, like he just sets a cloud and then he's super fast and he runs into you. You don't see him.
Yeah, definitely. Also, how'd you feel about the part where he he has amnesia and during the fight he gets his memory back or whatever?
See, was that when he remembered like his brother? Like he thinks of Tanjiro's words, I guess, and then he thinks of his brother. Is that it?
Yeah, I think
I mean,
so.
I thought that was cool, but then see, because I'm trying to remember, is Tanjiro the one that has the inherited memory and he starts thinking of stuff from the past?
I think they said that everybody generally just gets it in general. Like it wasn't just a Tanjiro thing.
Because they had another flashback to the guy with the earrings, right? Like I think it was brief, like maybe 1 page, but I'm pretty sure someone had a flashback.
I don't remember who, if so.
But and then didn't he also get a mark when he was fighting the vase guy?
So yes, that was the thing. Whoever is near Tanjiro and can manifest the mark through certain means will manifest it. So they have to be near Tanjiro to first of all manifest it. He got a mark and Mitsuri got a mark. And so that's why after in like I think volume 16, when they start training to get the mark, that way they all could be well versed in how to activate it on their own or something like that.
See, but what I didn't understand was the lady, the wife of the top dog from the demon corpse. She said, "Oh, but there's this like a small detail I forgot to say," and she says the ones that got the mark ... and then I don't think they explained it, like what it meant.
No, they didn't. That was a cliffhanger.
Yeah, they leave you hanging, right? Okay, so I don't suck at reading, I guess.
Yeah, no, that was me too. I was like, because I literally had to go back to the previous page before, and I was like, did I miss something? I'm like, did they say that they was gonna die if they get that mark or what? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
That's what I thought. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, because the way she made it sound like it was kind of like something negative, right?
Yeah,
like, oh, the ones
thinking.
that got the mark are gonna die in the next, I don't know, 30 days or something.
I mean, that's a clever. I mean, not a clever way, but that's a typical way of writing in some type of action series where we'll see the effects later, and then we'll have a flashback to what she was saying or something like that. So we'll see.
See, and then I guess reading this made me believe that the other guy, the guy with the earrings, was definitely a demon, and that he somehow passed his powers to Tanjiro, and that Tanjiro's dad didn't even get to know Tanjiro. Well, but that doesn't make any sense because isn't Tanjiro the oldest?
That's what I believe. I believe he's the oldest.
See, but then that doesn't make too much sense because when Tanjiro remembers his family, the guy with the long hair is there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, was it really Tanjiro's dad, the guy that we saw in the flashback before?
See, that's the tough part. Because I'm like, he has something to do with all this. With Tanjiro specifically. Tanjiro has this weird mark, and Cass is saying Annie calls him like a demon mark. I don't actually remember Cass, but if so, that's very on the nose for them, which I mean, at this point, I really don't see past them actually calling it that. Some curse mark type stuff from Naruto. But he has obviously something to do, especially with him being the number one, him being close to Tanjiro's family, him being that wooden fighting stick opponent thing, robot, whatever. There's definitely something up with him and the connection to Tanjiro. And it could be, I don't want to say it's Tanjiro's father, but Tanjiro's father was gone by the time we first met Tanjiro and his family. I don't know. Maybe Tanjiro might have been seeing through somebody else's eyes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because then, if that guy, if he's like a demon and he was pseudo immortal, it could have been, I don't know, like fucking Tanjiro's grandfather who he got the memory from or something. I don't know.
Or it could have been Tanjiro's dad. It could have been Tanjiro's dad and he was seeing through Tanjiro's mom's eyes. Maybe. I'm speculating.
No, yeah, but then that doesn't make any sense because then every time Tanjiro has a memory of his dad, he sees the guy with the earrings and not the guy that looks like Tanjiro.
Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I don't know where they're going at with this. There's gonna be some butt pull at the end, and I'm just gonna be like, this is stupid.
So do you think Tanjiro's gonna have like a demon form, like a
full on like Yusuke? I don't know about that. I mean, it's gonna be something to where I think like that mark thing is gonna take over his body and change it to a different color, maybe a different type of physical form, like feeling. But I don't think he'll like look different overall. Like his physical form won't change. I just feel like that mark will just swirl all over him and take over him. Maybe, I don't know.
Because I feel like if they do like a Naruto type of thing, where, well, I guess they could do like, you know, when Naruto has like the first Tails show and he doesn't transform fully, but he only gets like the armor part, like the surrounding, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they could do something like that just to show that he's more powerful. But then I don't see Tanjiro like changing into like a literal demon, like getting the fucking fangs and the eyes and stuff.
I just don't want it to be cliche at the end where he just randomly gets his power and it's like he's gonna say I mean, we know it's gonna happen. But I just hope...
At this point, no, we see it coming.
Huh?
No, at this point, we probably see it coming.
I mean, the problem with Demon Slayer, and a lot of people say, is that the ending is rushed. And so I'm like, we're about to be in the scariest part of the game. We're in the scariest part of the series right now because we only got like 60 some chapters left, I believe. We had this new form that we heard of. I see someone in the chat saying something about the spider lily will come into play if the marks are actually curses. See, it's just too much happening now. I know it's not going to be explained well.
You know what I was thinking today?
Huh?
I was thinking, how convenient was it that the Demon Slayer manga extended itself for 22 chapters or 23, which is about enough to fill a box set, you know?
Uh-huh.
So then, I guess it ties into what you're saying, where it's like, I think the author had some work, right? Like, I guess as not independent, well, I don't know how this works, right? But I imagine it goes like, you're independent artist, and then you pitch it to like the people at, I don't know, Shonen Jump, and then it's like a pilot, I guess, and then they say like, okay, we're gonna greenlight it, and then we red light it, and it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So then I feel like she probably had, or I don't know if it's a he or she, but I mean the author, I guess she had other plans for it, right? Like she came with a different ending type of deal. When they said like, oh, we can't. The way it seems now that you're saying that people say that it's rushed, and it does seem like a little bit underdeveloped, because I feel like if I were to write it and get all these Hashiras and stuff, I probably would have liked to flesh them out more, like each Hashira or whatever. So then I'm thinking that they cut it just to make sure that it fit in a nice size, if that makes any sense. Like that it was more marketable that way if they made it shorter than to prolong it.
So the rumor is, and shout out to the UAP boys for always bringing this one up. The rumor is like, you know, Demon Slayer was Demon Slayer. It was being serialized in Japan or whatever, and it wasn't doing well. It wasn't selling well. We all know this. It wasn't doing well numbers wise. And compared to nowadays, if something isn't doing well, Shonen Jump is quick to cut something off. I guess Shonen Jump gave her the grace, like, all right, we'll let you do your thing, but you got to start wrapping this up. And once season 1 came out, they was like, okay, yeah, we need more. And she was like, I'm already wrapping this up. Y'all told me that already. It's already to its conclusion now. What do you mean? So that's how I believe it went. I'm assuming.
No, and that still makes sense, right? Because it's like, I guess since it's her piece of work, right? Like, kind of end it how you want to, but then I guess stuff happens and you're kind of rushed or you're stopped in the middle of it.
Like I said,
I mean,
Shonen
yeah,
Jump is ruthless. I think Bill King had like 18 chapters. They was like, yo, get this out of here. We can't do this no more. And this is the guy that made Toriko. That's crazy.
yeah, that is pretty messed up, I guess.
Yeah. Overall, I'm scared to see where Demon Slayer is going. But right now, the ride is all right. The ride is all right. Pause. Nothing to write home about. I will say that. I can't even say I'm glad I read this. The only reason I'm glad I read this is because I'm reading it with you guys. Besides that, this ain't nothing to write home about. This is not memorable. This was not even scratch my top 20 completed series.
I mean,
top 20 completed series.
I'd say it's a very average shonen. You know,
It's very
what shonen
average
is.
and very unmemorable.
See, because the other thing that I didn't like either was when Tanjiro did the lightning step thingy.
Uh-huh.
Cause
Oh,
it's
when he
like,
learned
okay,
from
like,
Inosuke, the muscles and all that?
no, yeah, because I was like, okay, I get it. He's like the sun guy, and he like, I guess, has an affinity to be able to do everything.
Uh-huh.
But then it's like, oh, I remember him telling me that to tense up my muscles, and it's like, boom, it just happened.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that. I like it. It's not good, but I liked it. I like, all right, I'm cool with that one. I'm cool with that pull. That's a pull I'm cool with. But besides that, it's not a good pull. But I just liked it just because of the moment.
See, so at this point, I guess we're headed towards Tanjiro probably being, well, I guess it's too late to say he's gonna be OP, just because he's barely clinched on to life for the previous probably 3 arcs.
Yeah.
So then I think I guess it's not unheard of to say that he's probably gonna get whooped again.
Of course. Of course he's gonna get whooped. This is the thing. He's gonna get whooped in every single arc, but he's gonna come out OP. He's gonna come out destroying Muzan somehow. It's gonna be him and Nezuko teaming up together. Best brother and sister for life, fighting Muzan. And I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay, cool.
See, that's also what I don't like, where it's like predictable, just because like every arc it's been the same. It's like he wins, but at the same time he loses. Like he reminds me a lot of Deku, like at the beginning of like season 1 of My Hero, where it's like, yeah, he won, but then he breaks his legs, or he breaks like every bone in his body and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and then he goes back into the sleeping. He goes back to the butterfly mansion for X amount of time, and then he comes back. He's brand new, and it's rinse and repeat, right? Because then the same happened after the entertainment arc. The same happened. Well, I guess the only one where it didn't happen. No, the same happened in this one. I guess the only one where it didn't happen was Mugen Train. Like he didn't fight Akaza.
Yeah.
But then Rengoku died. So, I mean,
but I think he still went to the Butterfly Mansion, didn't he? Because
he probably did.
Because he talked to Rengoku's family, and I think months passed, and him and Inosuke and Zenitsu trained.
No, he was hurt. He was hurt because he got hurt fighting the sleep guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because then I remember that then they had him in the Butterfly Mansion, and then he like fled when he still had his wounds hadn't healed or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he fled to go see Rengoku's dad and his brother.
Yeah. Each arc is the same. It's rinse and repeat, especially with the way it's formatted. Oh, go meet Hashira this. Fight upper rank demon this. Go back to Butterfly Mansion right after that. I'm like, all right, this was a video game. This would be a very, very monotonous video game.
Yeah, I mean, even though the stakes are high, right? I feel like we all know that they're always gonna win.
Yeah. Cass says he needs to go see his boo Kanoa. I mean, he did make her talk.
See, and then I feel like also like Gyu's arc, or like his little, I guess, character development.
I feel like it was also kind of rushed. This arc, I forgot. Keep spitting.
I feel like that was also kind of rushed because it was. I guess they want to paint him like this solitaire, like Sasuke type of guy. Like I don't work with other people and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then he goes like by himself. Which I mean, I was like, okay, but what's your reasoning for it, right? Like, I mean, like he doesn't have a reason to be alone or whatever. Like he just, I guess the way they paint it is that he just doesn't like other Hashiras apparently.
Well,
And what I didn't
I think the reason he does it is because he says it in the volume like, "Oh, I'm not a Hashira." Like he keeps like pressing on that
because
point.
he didn't pass the exam.
Well, I mean, technically,
He
was
passed it,
passing
but
the exam. He still lived to the end. I guess he's like his version of pass is different from what it actually means to pass it. Like, oh, you're just supposed to be alive after this whole ordeal.
see, and what I didn't get is he says, "I'm not the water Hashira." So I was like, so then what are you?
Yeah, in my head, I'm like, who is then? I'm like, who?
See, and I felt kind of bad because then they don't explain it, right? And I feel
Uh-huh.
like we're not gonna get an explanation either anytime because it's probably not like relative to the plot or to the overarching plot.
Uh-huh.
So we're probably not gonna get answered to it if they didn't answer it right there.
I
Then
mean,
if it's not,
I feel like they answered it. It was just a very, very weak, bare bones answer that I really wasn't cool with. Because he was like,
yeah, but then
because I think Tanjiro was like, "You gonna throw away your title? What would Sabito think?" And he was like, "Oh, I need to go train." I'm like, "Okay, so that made you a Hashira? Just that one line right there?" I'm like, "All right, that's weak. That's weak. Don't care. That's weak."
Yeah. No, and then when Tanjiro said, "Oh, we're gonna have a eating competition, and that's gonna make you feel better,"
Yeah.
and then I think that like actually worked or something, and I was like, I mean, I thought that wasn't gonna work or whatever. That seemed a little bit too childish per se.
Yeah, I didn't like that part because in my head I'm thinking when we got to the Giyu part, I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna really dive into why he doesn't believe he's a Hashira. Then when it was just like, oh, I just didn't earn it. I'm like, boy, if you don't go get your own, like, you know, I was like that the whole time. And once we got the backstory with him and Sabito, like I said, I wish this was more fleshed out because seeing Sabito again all the way since the beginning of Demon Slayer to now, I'm like, all right, we didn't know that Giyu came up with Sabito because we didn't know how far along each of Rokudaki's students were apart. But to see them two together, I'm like, all right, and obviously Sabito died for Giyu to quote unquote flourish, and Giyu now be like, oh, I'm not worth this. Sabito saved me. Sabito should have been the Water Hashira. And then Tanjiro coming through like, what would Sabito think? And then Giyu was like, you're right. I never thought about that. Even though Sabito said, live your life, don't waste it. I'm like, that was the last thing he said to you. Why does Tanjiro have to bring that line up to you for you to think that now? That makes no sense.
See, then using that logic, if he didn't feel like he deserved to pass the exam,
Why
then go through the?
He was technically a Hashira on paper.
Oh, you mean because
he was at the meeting?
No, I know that, but then that's my point. Because then, okay, he passed the test, right? But then we know that you have to do other things to become a Hashira. Yeah. So using that logic that he doesn't believe that he passed the exam, why then go through the trouble of becoming a Hashira? Why then do all that he's done? Because didn't he try to kill Nezuko? He helped Tanjiro fight the spider guys. I'm pretty sure he's done other things. So using that logic that he's not a Hashira, why is he doing anything?
Well, I think by job title, he's a Hashira. It's like, say it like this, right? Like you got your degree, but I mean, you don't have a degree, but you apply for a job that requires a degree. But you're like, I didn't really earn my degree, you know what I'm saying? But then later down,
but you still get the job.
Yeah, but you still get the job. Like that's my job title. But I'm not, qualified for this. Like I'm not really qualified for this.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
that's what I'm assuming. I'm really just forcing it right now.
Oh yeah, because then Giyu never said anything. So.
Yeah, and then
he did, but he gave a big answer.
Yeah, and he's been through all the Hashira meetings, so we know he's a Hashira on paper. It is weird for us to finally get this revelation of, I'm not really a Hashira. I'm like, well, this is out of left field, but okay.
Yeah, but we know he's
powerful though, because he has another form. He made his own form of the water breathing. So, another level, something like that.
So then you think he doesn't consider himself the water Hashira just because he doesn't deserve the title of Hashira?
Yes, that's what I believe. Like he's a water breathing demon slayer, yes. But I just feel like he doesn't feel like he's worth the title of Hashira. So therefore he's not filling the role of the attribute water for the Hashiras. Everybody's saying in the
Yeah,
chat that he has imposter syndrome. This is true because we all know Gi was powerful. Well, we know only from the demons that he's fought easily compared to Tanjiro suffering and getting beat up. So yeah, he does have imposter syndrome to where he believes he's not this, even though he really is this. I just think that the explanation for it was very weak.
See, I think it's funny that he turned so OP and stuff after he failed to like pass a test. I guess it's a very big 180.
Yeah, but I guess he was at that point where he's like, I gotta train hard enough to be a Hashira if they're gonna call me a Hashira.
No, yeah, he probably took Sabito's word to heart. He probably just forgot that he felt that way when he was talking to Tanjiro.
Yeah. I just felt like that was some weak character development on the mangaka's end. And I really was hoping that was gonna hit out the park. Cause I thought Gi was Gi overall is my favorite Hashira. Gi was overall my favorite Hashira. Cause I just like the way he looks. He's just dope. But I just really was hoping that he'd have a dope backstory. And it failed me. It really failed me.
Yeah, and then I think that would be it. See, the other thing that I didn't like, I think it's in these chapters that we read, is how the little kid, the little swordsmith, how he got saved because Tanjiro gave him the hilt or something.
Oh yeah, when he was about to get stabbed, he was like, "Oh, it hit this instead." I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "All right."
Like, I mean, that's a valid reason, right? Like, don't get me wrong, but then we never saw him. At least I think that we never saw him get it. Like, yeah, it makes sense. You're at a swordsmith village, so you're gonna have, swordsmithing stuff. But we technically never saw Tanjiro hand it.
Did we not? We might have. I'm not sure. I feel like we have though, but I'm very unsure right now though. So you could be right.
Yeah, but even then, it was a little bit too, like, I guess, plot armor-ish. Like, oh yeah, I conveniently had the one thing that you guys saw me take 2 chapters before, and it conveniently saves me.
Yeah, it was just conveniently right there at that right moment. I'm like, all right, we're doing this again. Can we stop being safe? Can this series stop being safe and holding my hand? I want to see people die.
And I mean, well, I was about to say people die, but then I mean, just it's been Rengoku and then all the families of all these people, but I mean, that's kind of expected.
Yeah,
the exchange
I want to see major like characters that we meet in those arcs die. In the manga, Twitch, in the manga.
See, but then the exchange that I did like was between Muzan and I always forget his name, but the top guy from the Demon Slayer Corps.
Oh yeah, I like the meeting as well. I didn't expect that.
How he was like super chill and stuff. Because when I saw like Muzan was there, like, oh holy fuck, like, are they gonna do something about it? Like, is this guy secretly OP or something, and he's gonna like 1v1 him or something? But then he was just laying there, literally covered in bandages, and he was just talking to him like, I know you're not gonna kill me. Or you're not gonna like jump on me, I guess. And then even Muzan was like, I feel this sudden like peace or whatever.
Yeah, there was this thing. Keep going.
No, and then when he said that he wanted to live forever, and then he said, I know you can't live forever because I know what eternity looks like. And then he says about human feelings, which kind of makes sense, because then if you kill all the Hashiras right now, it's like, yeah, sure, you're going to kill them. But then in, 20 years down the line, there's going to be a new generation of Hashiras. Because the Hashiras that you killed were friends with other people, and they're going to get resentment towards you. Mm-hmm. So their hate towards you is going to like outlive the people that are alive right now, if that makes any sense.
True. But I guess with that force, because the thing is, a Hashira, from what we know, always has a Sugoku, like a predecessor type thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, if they don't have a predecessor, I think some of them do, but not all of them. If they all were to die, I think the tree, like the bottoms will kind of crumble. Because I don't think anyone will be as strong as any other previous Hashiras unless the Hashiras treat them as a Sugoku.
Well, fair enough, because then the lower ranks, I guess, didn't receive training, right? Because I guess that's the difference between the top dogs and the ones at the bottom.
Yeah. Wait, lower ranks is in demons or like the demon slayer?
No,
corps?
lower ranks is in like the Demon Slayer corps.
Oh yeah. Because a lot of them
Like
are
if
weak
you,
and not making it right
yeah,
now.
if you kill the top ones, I don't think the bottom ones are strong enough to. Yeah, what I didn't understand too was, did Genya, like, did he become the apprentice of the stone guy? Like, is he
Sudoku.
just his apprentice, or is he gonna be his like runner up? Because I think they said something about it, but then they never.
I thought he wanted to be the Goku of the mist Hashira. Because that's why I thought he was there.
But then he doesn't have the. But then he doesn't have. He can't do breathing, right?
He can't do.
That's why he uses. Yeah, which is why he does the shotgun and the biting into demons.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know. I do like the fact that they did something different and have a Demon Slayer corpse member who doesn't have a breathing style. I do like that.
No, that was cool. Definitely.
But besides that,
I like that.
Oh shoot.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I think it's cool that they're not the same, because then, like, Mitsui, like, she fights with her wavy sword. Like, it's not just like, they're not just swordsmen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about her being the love breathing, right?
I didn't like that power. I was like, that power is stupid. I'm sorry.
I mean, she could have been like the flower, I guess, breathing. That would have made a little bit more sense.
I would have put that toward a little bit more towards Kanoa, so she messes with insects and stuff like that, and she has the butterfly mansion and all that. I would have put it more towards her, but I just don't like the love breathing, because I'm like, to me, love isn't a. It's not an element. It's not a physical element.
Yeah, then how does love stem from the sun?
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, unless you want to talk about emotions, then yeah, I guess. But power wise, yeah. But what is a heart doing to me? Like, come on. That's
some Powerpuff Girls stuff, right?
Yeah, it was a bit weak to me. I'm not gonna lie, that one was a bit weak. I'm like, I don't even know how Mist is really gonna do anything either. But hey, the power of friendship, amigo.
I mean, that's what it's gonna come down in the end. I feel like they're all gonna join swords, and then Tanjiro's gonna somehow pass on his mark to everyone, and then they're all gonna stab moves on, and then the show's gonna end.
Flower breathing was the sister of the insect Hashira. Okay. That was the one that died, right? That got killed. That's what I'm assuming. My boy Cass said that. So, yeah, I would put that more towards Kanoa, since she messes with the poisons and all. I mean, not Kanoa, Shinobu, since she messes with the poisons and all that. Yeah. Overall, Demon Slayer, mid.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Definitely. You got any more thoughts or opinions?
No, I mean, I said everything. Honestly, right now it's like a 7 out of 10.
To me, it's like a 5.
A 5? Damn.
It doesn't do anything special or reinvigorate the wheel or anything. And if it wasn't for Book Club, I probably would have dropped it by now.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like a 5. That's like drop worthy.
Yeah, it's average. I think 5 on Mal is like average. I go by what they put for their thing, so yeah, it's a 5.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that some animes ruin like the image of the, I guess, book of work, or like the body of work in general. But then I feel like this is going to be the opposite, where it's like people are going to rather watch the anime than read the manga.
Oh, people are definitely going to watch the anime over reading the manga. The manga sales shot up because of the anime.
I mean, yeah. So, yeah, just because people were, I guess, too lazy to wait until all the seasons come out.
Oh, I bet you they want to wait now. After reading that, y'all, I bet y'all want to wait now. They do not look the same.
Because then, do you think that the next arc? Because the next arc is that they're gonna animate. It's gonna be the.
Oh, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire.
The swordsmith. So do you think it's gonna end with them? Well, it has to end with them just beating the guys, or they could leave it in a cliffhanger where it's like Muzan facing the other guy.
I think it'll be. Let me see, because the way we did it, because let me see, because season 2 was Rengoku, the Mugen Train, and Entertainment Art, which was like what, volume 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That was 6 volumes, I think. So
yeah. Because after this, I feel like then they have enough content to make another season. Like if they're going off of arc, and then end it with a 4th season.
I think they're gonna end it right before Infinity Train. I mean, not Infinity Castle, whatever it's called.
So you think they're gonna show Muzan killing the other guy?
I think so. I think it's gonna be a big thing, and once they make that castle, I think that'll be this. That's what I'm assuming.
See, I'd hate for Demon Slayer to end with a movie though.
No, I don't think it'll end with a movie, because after Infinity Castle, once that season ends on Infinity Castle, the start of Infinity Castle, we still have volumes 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like 9. That's like 9 volumes. They can fit that into the anime.
They could do Attack on Titan and make a part 1 and part 2.
I don't think they would do that with Demon Slayer, because Attack on Titan already has a season 3 part 1 part 2, and so season 4 adding to the part 1 part 2 part 3 thing was a little overboard. But I don't think Demon Slayer will go that route.
Well, I mean, look, and then here we are waiting for what would this be? I don't know if it's a part 3. No, this is a part 2, right?
Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
Attack on
One
Titan,
day announced for next year.
We're on part 3. That's part 3 that's coming up.
Yeah, part 3, right?
Yeah. Which to me is unheard of, but trust me, I read the manga. Y'all need that part 3 from what I heard y'all ended off at.
Yeah, my roommate says there's a lot of content to be animated, so there's no way they were gonna end it at this season.
Oh no. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. From what I've been told, y'all into that, it's a lot.
See, and as a side note, there's rumors that they say that they want to change the ending.
I'll be down to watch that part of the anime. I'm not gonna watch the rest probably though.
See, so you're telling me that you haven't been watching? Well, you haven't been watching the anime for Attack on Titan?
After season 4, part 1, I was like, I'm not gonna get spoiled, and I'm not gonna wait for part 2. Cause I thought part 2 was gonna be the final part, so I just read the rest of it on stream.
See, because I don't know, I feel like not a lot of people talk about the manga, and the anime is just so good. So I feel like that's one where you could get away with just watching the anime.
Well, the manga, that's because one, the manga art is not as good as the anime. It's not bad like Demon Slayer, but it's not as good. 2, the manga ending wasn't the greatest. I'll say that.
See, but then Demon Slayer, I feel like, sure, the art isn't anything to write home about, and I feel like the author does the doodle scenes literally like to mess with people. Like I don't think she like makes a big image and then makes it small. Like I think she literally just draws small like that. If that makes any sense. That's why they all look so like doodly.
You talking about like when it's like them not like as a super focus of that one panel?
Yeah, like when they're like far away, I guess. Like when it's 2 people talking, for example, and she does it like super far away.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, like in Entertainment District. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, so I feel like she literally like just doodles it like right off the rip. Like she doesn't draw it, like take her time or whatever, like doing the little circles or whatever.
I mean,
I feel like that's her style to some degree. I feel like
that's a nasty style. That's a nasty style.
Here's the thing, but then I've also heard people like they don't like the Chainsaw Man like art because they say that it looks dirty or like sweaty. Like you know how like Denji always has like sweat or like they always look like they're dripping something.
I like it. I like Chainsaw Man.
No, I mean,
it's not the best, but when it's time to get down to action, it looks pretty good.
I mean, I like it, but my point is, I feel like Demon Slayer gets a little bit, how do I say this, a little bit too much criticism on the art.
I think it only gets criticism because the anime before it.
No, totally. If the anime was average, like a lot of shonen animation, then I'd say that people wouldn't hate so much. But then, just because we got such a good adaptation.
I mean, this is the thing. Without the anime, though, nobody would know about it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Chainsaw Man, people know about it already. It's a great selling manga. So to have the anime adaptation come out, it was like, yeah, we got to hit this out the park. Everybody's like, we need to have the right studio to animate this.
Because it's like, I was talking about this today on the Discord, where it's like, people don't say anything about, like, I know I'm going to get a bunch of people riled up for this one, but it's how people talk about, like, Black Clover. Like, people don't talk highly, I guess, because of the Black Clover art, because on the anime, you're used to Asta being drawn kind of funky in some frames, so then you won't complain about the art, because then it's like, okay, it's a good compromise. Or the manga art, you won't complain about it because it's better than some of the frames on the anime. But then here, Demon Slayer is so good that you're gonna be bugged out by the smallest details, I guess.
I can't really argue with that point because before I read that manga for Black Clover, which the manga art is great, but I will say, for Black Clover, the animation didn't wow me when I first watched it. I was like, oh, it's cool. Like, you know, it was doable. It was watchable. It didn't bother me.
No,
but to
go
go
it's watchable.
Yeah, but to go to the manga art, I'm like, oh man, this is a superior version of Black Clover. Easy. This is fantastic. Totally.
I feel bad because I started watching the anime instead of reading the manga, so then I was kind of, my opinion was a little bit tainted on, because like I hated when they draw like Asta like the funky way. Like there was times where like his nose was like looking like freaking Phineas and Ferb or something. Like he just looks so wonky, and there's like a couple of screenshots where it's like, I mean, I'd have to show it to you, but like it was terrible.
I think I've only seen like one. I think I've seen that one meme of Black Clover, but I'm not sure if it was actually from the anime or not.
Yeah, well, like stuff like that, it makes you, I guess, appreciate the manga. But then for Demon Slayer, it's probably the opposite.
Oh, of course, it makes me appreciate anime. I'm like, man, I said it on Twitter. You guys got it good. Y'all guys are spoiled. I'm like, I read that part. I'm like, that part did not look like that in the manga. That anime district, that part that was animated, I'm like, oh man, y'all was spoiled. Y'all spoiled. I don't want to hear it.
Did you go back to watch anything from the entertainment district?
I've only seen some of the part with Tengen listening to like a beat or something and went into his brain that wasn't shown in the manga either. And it showed his brain pumping. He was like, I hear it. And he just did something. I'm like, that's fire. I'm like, man, if that was in the manga, man, that would be heat.
See, what I really like also about the entertainment edition were the little buff mice.
The one that was helping was it helping Inosuke?
Yeah, I mean they come out. I think in the anime they come out like more than in the manga, because I guess for comedic purposes. But I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I think they only came out like once. I think in the manga, from my recollection.
Like little buff mice that just start flexing when they're on screen.
Nah, I don't remember them too much. Yeah, the buff might show up at least twice in the manga. Oh, I don't remember it, Joseph. Not saying they don't do it. I just saying I don't remember it. So to me, it was memorable enough.
See, okay, so then I say let's get to a compromise, right? 6 out of 10.
I'm still firm in my 5.
Come on, man. I said 7. You said 5. So
let me see what Mal puts a number 5 at, as in like its description.
See, because a 5, I feel like
a 5 is average. On Mal, a 5 is average. 1 is appalling, 2 is horrible, 3 is very bad, 4 is bad, 5 is average.
What's the rating that the manga has on
Mal? Oh, it has an 8.3.
So you think that some people are maybe biased just because they like the anime? They're gonna say they like the manga too.
Oh, I highly believe that. Right now, its popularity is number 12, ranked 282. Score is
Damn.
8.3. I don't want to hear it.
So you're saying that it's inflated?
Oh yeah. I want to see
Stat padded.
if I can see previous scores from like a year ago, like 2 years ago. I would love to see what it was ranked before the anime came out.
No, you should see what it looks like probably when like it was upon release, like before the anime came out.
Yeah, if I can find it, then I might. But yeah, this score is definitely inflated. It's not an 8.3. It's not an 8.3. I'm sorry. It can't be.
Looking like LeBron and his stat pads.
Come on, come on. We're not gonna compare our GOAT to this average.
You mean Le GM?
See, I don't watch sports, but LeBron to me is a GOAT. Hey, I be seeing. I see people compare them stats. I'm like, hey, LeBron got it. He got it. People have attached their own criteria on the MAL ratings, like treating it like their school grades. See, I used to grade stuff like that, Kaz, for my own rating. But ever since I went to MAL, I always look at like what's the side word. Like, is it fine, good, very good, great, masterpiece? Like I look at that stuff. That's how I rate it. I rate it based off of those words.
Yeah, I recently got into an argument with one of my roommates because we were talking about how Spy X Family shouldn't be, or Spy Family, whatever you want to call it, shouldn't be. I think it's like the 4th right now, and it has like a 9.8. I think. At least the anime, I don't know about the manga. And he said that it doesn't deserve to be there. And I was like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a lot of people's opinions, right?
Well, but you also got to think you're going based off of what you have. You're going based off of what you have. If you have 2 episodes and they both hit it at the park, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. If they both hit it out the park. And we also got to think that it's only ranked like this because it's new and recency bias.
No, totally. But then we were talking about, I was telling him how Attack on Titan, because that was the example, right? He was telling me like, hey, Spy Family can't be better than Attack on Titan, so it shouldn't be on top, right? But then I said that since Attack on Titan is longer, it has more of a chance to fail, because then since it has fucking 4 or 5 seasons, it's easy for more people to find, I don't know, season 2 boring or whatever. But then if, let's say, Spy Family is only 12 episode season right now, and all the 12 are 10 out of 10, then it's gonna look better than the 4 or 5 seasons of Attack on Titan, because then they got 4 out of 5 when these other guys got 12 out of 12 basically.
I mean, that plus we gotta look at what we're rating these series based off of. Spy Family is an action / comedy series. I'm not gonna rank it against something like Attack on Titan, which is more of a action story drama type thing. Like you could put it in whatever other category, but to me, it's not the same thing as Spy Family. Those 2 things they have in common is the action, but the action isn't just the main forefront of Spy Family. It's more of the comedy. So. And then we gotta also remember they're ranking season 1, not the whole series. So some people might have season 1 of Attack on Titan 10 out of 10 for all we know. I don't know the rankings currently.
No, totally. See, but as a side note, Attack on Titan, Spy Family is pretty good. I think it does deserve the 9.8 at least for now.
I haven't watched it. I only read it. I read up to like 30 or 40 something chapters while it was going. I stopped a few months ago, but I enjoyed it. It wasn't bad at all.
So do you think they'd come out with like a season 2? Because I feel like it's kind of one of those one and done type of deals.
No, yeah, they're gonna come out with of course they're gonna come out with a season 2. I don't know how long it's gonna take in between seasons, but yeah, season 2 is definitely gonna be on the way. They probably working on it right now. They're like, yeah, we gotta get that out now. Oh shoot.
See, but is the manga done then?
No, the manga's not done.
Oh, okay, yeah, then forget it. Then I didn't say anything.
Yeah, like the manga's still fairly new. Like the manga has less than 100 chapters.
Okay, yeah, then as far as I'm concerned, this could be Naruto Shippuden or One Piece 2.0.
No. Huh?
No, like for all I care now, they could extend it as long as they want.
Oh. Okay. Manga chapters release so slowly. Don't they release like 2 to 3 a month, right, Joseph? I'm not sure.
Wait, did you think I was saying that they're gonna be the next Naruto and the next One Piece?
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant at first. I was like, huh?
No, I meant as in like now they could literally, I guess, gauging the success of it right now, they could literally milk it as long as they want.
Yeah. Right now, yeah, especially since the manga is selling like hotcakes. Is the dad or the daughter the main character? I believe both. Both are the MC. They're both the MC compared to Yor. I'll say that from what I've read. Like there's not that many portions where we have time to spend with Yor on our own compared to like when we're with Twilight or when we're with Anya. So I feel like they're both the main character. I just can't call like Twilight, but if I had to choose one, I'd probably choose Twilight as the main character. But yeah, you have any more opinions, Andre?
See, I would think of some hot takes, but then I really don't have any, so unfortunately, I can't stir the
we
pot.
waiting for a hot take stream. We waiting for the hot take stream. Make sure you get them hot takes ready. I don't know when we're gonna do the hot take stream. Maybe next Tuesday. I'm not sure.
See, then for now for Demon Slayer, we have what, 2 book clubs left? Because then if we're in 14,
see, I'm thinking, finish it out in the next one. I'm thinking finish it out.
Yeah, because then that leaves what we end in. Because then the next block would be what, 18, and it has 23, so then that's 5 more.
No, well, I think the next one we'd have like in the next one, in the upcoming one, if we were to do 4 volumes still, we'd have the next 4 volumes. After that, we just have 3 volumes left.
So you're saying to do the 7 in one go?
I don't know. Okay. I'm sorry. Say it again.
No, you're good. So you're saying do the 7 in one go, or still do 4 and 3?
No. I'm thinking we doing 7 in this next go. A volume a day, baby. It's not that wordy. Yeah. We can knock that out.
Let's just get it out of the way.
Bro, that makes it sound so bad.
Say it again. I'm sorry, my headphones was tripping.
No, he said that way we get it out of the way, and that makes it sound like, like Demon Slayer is like a 2 out of 10. Like we're just finishing it for the sake of finishing. Well, to some degree, I guess that's true.
I mean, we kind of finishing it at this point. Right now, I'm reading that Pun Pun. That's why I'm reading that Pun Pun right now, and I'm like, I gotta see what my boy up to.
I need to get back into One Piece because I've just caught up with all my like new volumes.
Sheesh! I see my boy Joseph asks, "How's that die going?" I have not read that yet. I have not read anything outside of Demon Slayer this whole month. I have not read it yet. I have not read anything outside of Demon Slayer, and I just started reading Pun Pun because at first I was just doing so much video stuff. That's why. I'm sorry, Joseph. I'm sorry.
See, I heard a lot of people talk about Good Night Pun Pun, and then I looked it up, and in one of the images, I got one of like the final panels, and then when I realized, because I was literally like just clicking through them, I was like, oh fuck. I mean, not that I remember it, but I was like, I guess I spoiled the show for me, the manga for me.
I haven't see it. When I don't look up anything on the internet unless I'm looking up a way to read it legally, allegedly legally, with some nice PDFs from Viz though. But yeah, that's the only time I look it up. Flair asks, I can't really join VC this time, but what did you think about the Volume 16 event? What event, Flair? You gotta let me know. I don't be remembering what be happening in each volume. Well, I don't know which event you're talking about either, because I don't remember what specifically happens in Volume 16, but I also don't know the event. If you just tell me the event, you can spoil it, Flair. We talked about we talk spoilers in here, so Volume 13, 14, 15, 16, we can talk about it. So
Volume 16 is pure action, man.
Huh?
Like, Volume 16 is like pure action.
Is that the one where Muzan? That's the one Muzan gets jumped, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but what's the event? Because remember, Shinobu fought that one dude too.
Yeah, that's exactly like that's what I mean. Like it's pure action. Like,
Yeah, I was just. I completely get what you're saying. I'm just trying to see what event he was talking about. Ubiyashiki and the mansion going up. We actually talked about that earlier, but it was cool. I liked it. It wasn't bad. I was just surprised that Muzan showed up so early. I'm like, hey, yo. Like, hold up, what we doing? And I didn't expect old dude to kill himself.
I hope they extend that fight in the anime. Like, make it like an Avengers type of deal.
Oh, they got to. They got to. Easy. They got to. So many manga tubers have recommended Pum Pum, but I have enough going on in my life before adding that depression mix in. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This volume kind of adds the depression in. This volume right here, volume 2, adds the depression in. Volume 1 really was light to me. I'm like, all right, this ain't that bad. Volume 2, I'm like, all right, I see what some of them talking about. And I got 6 more volumes of this. So where are we going?
You would have thought the little banana-looking thing was gonna be so depressing.
Yeah, I thought it was like a little bird-looking thing. I'm like, dog, this isn't gonna do anything for me. But nah, what happens in volume 2? I'm gonna let y'all read it if y'all haven't read it. So that's all I'm gonna say.
See, but then when I look up the spoilers, I was like, oh, it all makes sense now.
See, I
Why
don't.
people say it's so sad and stuff.
See, I'm not looking up nothing. I wouldn't be surprised. But what up, Cass? How you doing tonight?
I'm tired. Just got off work.
Sheesh, Cass, the advocate of the holy text. I need an echo thing on here, but
Yeah, man. A lot of holy text coming in today with the mail.
ooh, that's what I like to hear. But
My wallet be hurting.
yeah, it does. You have some large hauls. You're diving into consumerism a little too much, Cass. I'm gonna tell you that now. Bro.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta stop that.
And I'm only buying on holy text, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, but your
Manga
collection is
would hate
different, but it's not different enough though, bro. So you got to change it up some. Stop buying manga. Just change it up that much. Just stop trying. Be a manga tuber, but don't buy manga.
Yeah. Just gotta start drama. That's the new meta.
Oh yeah, definitely. Y'all gonna see this new meta once I drop this song. I'm gonna say that.
Look forward to it.
But yes, Cass, how'd you feel about Demon Slayer that we read this week?
It's okay. It's a 5 out of 10.
What'd you have it before?
Before it was the anime, and then because it anime looks really nice and the soundtrack and so on is really good, I gave it a lot higher, like a 7. But now it's not. It's mid.
Okay, understandable.
I mean, the story is somewhat enjoyable because now it's like new stuff, but like the beginning part that I'd already experienced through the anime were difficult to get through.
I would understand that, seeing as how the anime looks gorgeous and the manga just looks it looks at.
Yeah, I don't know. I for every volume, I keep being more and more flabbergasted that this is like selling so well.
Well, do you think the people that are buying it are really reading it?
I hope not. A little bit disappointed. I mean, I wasn't even gonna pick it up. I only bought it because I ran into the box set like in person.
So you had to buy it.
Yeah.
Diving into that consumerism, like I said.
Yeah, I had to support my local comic book shop.
Yeah. Just don't buy it. Just don't buy it.
No.
Don't buy it all. Joseph said, poor Demon Slayer fans right now. This man is hilarious. But, Cass, did you take anything positive out of these few volumes that we did read?
I think spending more time with the Hashiras were cool, but it wasn't enough time to actually like give a crap.
Mm-hmm.
And also, every time that guy, the blonde with the scar, I don't even know what his like breathing is. The Bakugo of this entire story, like he's basically
the Bakugo.
The Wind Hashira.
Not sure.
The one that Tanjiro headbutted.
He has a scar
at the Hashira meeting.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, the Wind Hashira.
I don't know. I don't like him.
You feel like he's just too edgy?
He's literally just the Bakugo.
I can see
I have
that.
the same hair too.
I really don't like the fact. I really don't like the fact that he doesn't claim his brother. I'm like, why not? Like they still haven't explained that yet.
I really hope they explain it and they don't just leave it at that. Like if they do, that's a total miss. Like at least do something with it. Here's
Yeah,
to hoping.
I'm hoping as well. Like he's probably gonna be one of the Hashiras that die, and then he's gonna give us that backstory. Then maybe I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's very plausible. Yeah.
Yep, very cliche. Like
Him or the serpent guy.
I really don't care about the serpent guy.
That's what I'm saying. They're probably gonna kill him.
I'll be cool with that.
He's probably gonna
cool
be
with that.
collateral damage in some fight.
I'm completely cool with that. Please be. Please. I need to see some deaths in the manga Twitch. In the manga, I need to see some fictional deaths in the manga Twitch. But yeah, Cass, anything else like you want to get off your chest about Demon Slayer? About how peak it is, like you said earlier, right after Boruto?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, no, it's already all been said. It's the same thing every time. The art's crusty, and I don't know. There's just so much. I'm really hoping that it like these last what is it, 7 volumes like blow me away. Like
It's not.
I'm willing to accept that it might, but I'm also not gonna get my hopes up.
My expectations are very low, and this arc, it bumped it up a little bit, but then it went right back low because I'm not expecting much, especially since we're in the thick of it, and I keep hearing that the ending is rushed, and we're hitting the ending. So I'm just setting my expectations so low to where I can be surprised by something nice.
I feel like it could have been like good if it had more time to like deep dive into the world and so on.
Oh, definitely.
It just doesn't. It's like too short, I feel.
Yeah, this is the one series. This and Bleach. I will say, if this was longer, it could have been better.
Yeah.
It needed more breathing room, but it was already it was already out on its way out before it got big. So
it has such a large cast. It's like you need more time to actually make it worth having that many important players in the story. Right now, it's just like they're there and they have cool designs, but yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing with Shonen Jump is they like merchandise. Video games gonna sell well. So will the toys and the Funko Pops.
True.
Talk about merchandise. Talk about box set.
Yeah, box set. I'm pretty sure sold well. Well, the manga overall just sold well in general. Bleach needed more time in the final arc for sure, but I don't think this is remotely comparable. No, Joseph, it's not. I'm just saying that this and Bleach are the two things where I'm like, dang, this should have been longer. Just pause. But I'm saying that this should have been longer to expound on a few things.
Wait, but then isn't Bleach getting a new season just now? So how is it
but in the manga, Bleach is getting a new season to adapt the last part of the manga, but the manga was rushed.
Oh, okay.
The Bleach ending was like from going 100 to okay, we're done now in like 2 chapters.
So disappointing.
That was so bad.
So disappointing.
Okay. See, this is where I leave because I'm currently chapter 300 in Bleach.
Well, we're not gonna spoil it, but I'm just gonna say so much happens in that last volume that I was reading it and I'm like, how are they gonna finish this up? And they finished it up very disappointingly.
Oh, come on, man! Don't say that. I had high hopes for the show for the.
Well, the anime is gonna fix. People say the anime is gonna fix everything.
Oh, that trailer, like that little song, just hits different.
To me, that trailer don't fit the vibe of what's actually happening in that arc. It don't. I'm sorry, it don't.
I mean, I don't know. You're since I'm in 300, I barely. Where am I right now?
You're in that Rancor arc.
Yeah, they're fighting. Yeah, they're fighting in Wakamundo.
That part was boring to me. The whole Rancor arc was boring. Not all of it, but most of it was. Up to Wakamundo and everything else after that was pretty boring. I'm not gonna spoil anything else, so yeah.
So you're saying that past that?
A little bit past that. I'll just leave it at that. Like I said, I don't want to set expectations. But the part that you're in for me was boring.
See, but right now, I mean, call me biased, but up to chapter 300, it's really good. I mean, at least in my opinion.
I think the 1,000 Year Blow arc made me appreciate the Rank arc a bit more, storytelling wise. But as an arc in its pacing, I didn't like it.
I feel like in the Arankar arc, they're literally just fighting each other. I mean, that's what it is, but like it's fight after fight after fight. And there's a couple of fights there that I could have lived without seeing.
There was a lot of fights I could have lived without seeing. There was a lot of characters I could have lived without seeing too. Sadly, it had to be in there though.
You're telling me you didn't get excited when you saw the trailer and you saw like the little song or whatever, and then just Ichigo like pull out his sword with the like black flames or whatever?
I watched the trailer on stream. I was still in the middle of reading Bleach at that time because I don't have a big nostalgia bias for Bleach. I have nostalgia for it, but I don't have a big nostalgia bias for it.
Because to me, I guess I'm experiencing it for the first time because I never watched Bleach like growing up or whatever. I didn't know about it, and then I'm only reading the manga until now.
See, it took me like two years to finish the manga because it got that boring to me at one point. So yeah, I checked out.
Damn, that's tough.
Yep, it's the arc that you on too that made me tap out.
So you're saying that if I get past this, then it's smooth sailing?
I'm a shonen head, so I'm gonna tell you I like shonen tropes if they're done well. So I will say that I liked everything after their Rankar arc.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just tell you, storytelling ain't top notch like their Rankar arc, but I'll tell you I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think it's funny with Bleach is how how the manga compares to the anime, because I was trying to see some fights and stuff, like how they animated and how they look in the anime. And right now, what is it, chapter 300 is almost like season 6, season 5, I think.
I wouldn't know. I barely watched the anime growing up. I watched it here and there, but I never just like watched it consecutively.
Yeah, I know, but then I looked into like the arcs and stuff, and there's literally like seasons that are like filler seasons, like literally like a whole season of filler.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
I know, but to me, I was like, damn, like that's, I guess, unheard of, because I complain about like One Piece filler, and that's like 2-3 episodes.
I guess my thing is like I grew up in that era where manga really wasn't popular. I mean, it was obviously, it got more popular over here, but it wasn't like the popular medium to go to finish the series out. We was still watching anime heavy here, but that was obviously when I was growing up and I was like a preteen and all that.
Bro, I used to watch anime on freaking YouTube.
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember that. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, all that.
Yeah, that's how I finished Soul Eater. I used to look up like Soul Eater episode 1, and then Soul Eater episode 2 and stuff like that.
Mid. I'm sorry. Every time Soul Eater's brought up, I think mid.
Bro, how Soul Eater mid? Ah, jeez.
Come on.
See, this is where the hot takes begin.
See, that's why we gotta save it. I think Tuesday.
Yeah, how is Soul Eater mid? You got Death the Kid, who's clean
mommy.
Guys, kind of.
Then you have Soul Evans and Maki, and then Black Star and Tsubaki.
Look. I'm about to say the hot takes. Y'all don't want to hear my hot takes. See, but
here's the thing. If you say Soul Eater's mid, then I don't want to hear what freaking Fire Force is. Because if Soul Eater's mid...
I call Fire Force mid all the time. I call it brainless fun.
No, but that's my point. But then if Soul Eater's mid, then you have to put Fire Force way down there. Like, it can't be on the same level, is what I'm saying.
I think they're pretty much even, though. Like, in my opinion.
I call Fire Force brainless fun all the time. I say it's to turn your brain off shonen. You don't need that much of a brain to follow what's happening in Fire Force. But it's fun. It's fun and flashy. It's like Fast and Furious of anime.
Fun and flash.
But that's all I'll say. We'll do
or
hot
people
takes.
who just
maybe the
or people who just watch it for for what's this? The girl's name, the one that's always topless every
The
episode.
fan service.
Yeah, that like the little fox girl. She gets topless literally every episode.
Tatsumaki, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying that
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
a big. How do I say this?
Oh, it's big, all right.
Attention drawer.
Yes, they are. Well, all shonen are really turning your brain off manga anime because of the age demographic they're targeting. Kids have to be able to follow it. Trust me, there's not much to follow on Fire Force. Trust me. Bleach is peak. I can't call it that, Ronnie. I'm sorry. Chase doesn't appreciate Bleach. Where's Beta when you need him?
Wait,
Oh, you're nasty, Joseph. You're nasty. He plays through the story mode in the video game adaptation. You're nasty. You're nasty.
Wait, but then you wouldn't say that Bleach is like what, like top 3 shonens right now? I guess.
Top Bleach right now? Why would it be right now? It's over. It's been over for years.
No, I know, but like, okay, but if you had to do like a top 3 shonen mangas,
Top 3 shonens?
like all the of all time, what would you? You're saying Bleach wouldn't be there?
No.
Because to me, I guess a must-have would be like Naruto. I guess that counts Naruto, the original one, and Shippuden, right?
Yep.
Well, yeah, I guess. And then I would put Bleach up there too. The third seat is definitely up for grabs, but those would be my 2 non-negotiables, I guess you could call it.
I mean, these should be topics definitely for the hot take stream because I gotta think about that one. But Dragon Ball Z is definitely in there. I'm not gonna say why though. Dragon Ball Z and JoJo.
Okay, see, JoJo I can get behind, even though I've only watched season 1, but yeah, I can get behind.
Dragon Ball Z, you can't?
See,
look at the time era that Dragon Ball Z came out in. Let me preface that.
I didn't grow up watching Dragon Ball, so I guess I'm a little bit biased, like hate towards it.
I guess my thing is Dragon Ball Z is the one thing I compare a lot of shonens to, because Dragon Ball Z to me is like a godfather of shonen. Like when you look at a lot of things that shonens do and don't do right, who do transformation? What series does transformations better than Dragon Ball Z does?
See, but then don't you think like the transition from like Super Saiyan 1 to 2? I don't know how I feel about just the screaming, and then
that's anime.
Boom.
If I'm reading the manga,
but then that's the thing. I haven't read the manga, so I couldn't tell you.
I mean, the anime has pacing issues. I'm not going to lie to you on that one. It has some severe pacing issues.
You mean the 12 episodes that they extend the Frieza fight?
I'm cool with that. I watched that. I watched it 2 to 3 times over in my lifetime.
Oh, come on, man. You can't be serious.
Do you look at my logo when you see my name? What font is that?
No, I know what it is, but it's like, how could you sit through that Frieza arc? Like that in... How do I say this? Like in a vacuum, it's not bad. But then that would be like, what's a good example? That would be like if they extended, I don't know, Luffy and Kaido's fight into like 12 episodes.
I mean, they probably will. Look how long the chapters are now.
See, that's what I was gonna say. If you actually think about it, Luffy's been smoked like 4 times, so that's easily like 10 episodes.
I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody here because I know a lot of people ain't caught up with One Piece, but
oh shit,
I don't watch One Piece. I read manga only for that reason. But Joseph, what is up? How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing fine. I just wanted to
He's
say that I was only talking about how you finished Naruto.
Don't do that to me, Joseph. Don't do that.
I mean, it's in your logo. You're a Naruto guy.
I love Naruto. I grew up on Naruto. Did I finish it out in the game? Yes, that's because the anime was taking forever.
Okay. That was it.
Oh.
Wait, what? Cass, you said how?
Yeah, I did not know this. What? Why?
So this is the thing. So this is what happened, Cass. I was watching it, right? I was in college at this time too, by the way. And we was on the 4th grade Ninja War. Oh, do you know how hyped up this was? And literally every episode was filler. There was a Sakura arc in filler.
Well, you skipped the fillers.
Well, you gotta think I was watching weekly at this time.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Like I was weekly. I was up to date. I was literally on Naruto.com watching the newest episode each week. In college. I'm like, dog, I don't have time for this. I'm not doing this no more. So I had to finish it out in the game, which finished it out before the actual anime did. Storm 4 came out, and it finished the story out before the anime did itself. That's the lore behind this.
Wait, so you haven't read or watched like the ending?
I watched the fights, but I didn't watch the rest of everything.
I was about to
You
say,
need to reread it.
Oh no, I'm gonna reread it up for the channel. I'm definitely gonna reread it.
Okay.
So, Chase, you've technically read more Boruto than Naruto.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Christ.
I'm just saying.
Wait. I have. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do that,
what's
Joseph.
up, Chase?
I've watched more Naruto than I did of Boruto. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard enough.
I'm just instigating because I haven't even seen Naruto.
Well, you could be like Beta, who watched all of Naruto and didn't like it.
At least
This
you
is
gave it a
true.
shot.
Giving 700 episodes a shot? That's crazy.
Just me with Hunter x Hunter right now. I'm not enjoying it, but I'm forcing my way through just so I can talk about it.
The Chimera Ant arc is the best arc, but man, it has some pacing issues. I will tell you that.
I think I'm.
Chase, I thought I got really far into Naruto because somebody tried to make me watch Naruto a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember the last thing I watched was Sexy Jitsu. So like, okay, I wonder how far in that is. And I think I got into like episode 2 and then I saw it. I'm like, oh, I didn't get far at all.
Oh no.
But I'll try again. I'll get there.
Let me know when you do, Joseph, because I'm gonna have to read it soon. After Demon Slayer is over, I'm gonna start reading Dragon Ball Z. Like read all of Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. I've never done a full read through of it. I watched them, but I never like read through them all the way. I've read them here and there growing up though. So yeah.
I'm pretty interested in original Dragon Ball. Maybe not so much Z, because Z's where it's much more punch fighting.
I love it.
Original Dragon Ball, I'm pretty interested in.
Oh, Dragon Ball. The consensus now, especially for people our age, Dragon Ball is better than Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, I mean, that's hopeful.
That's what a lot of people say, and I get it because in Japan, you obviously probably know this, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z were all just one thing. Dragon Ball, like Naruto Shippuden is just Naruto. So
Right.
seeing how it's way different in the later half compared to the first half could be jarring, I guess. But obviously over here in the States, I believe we got Dragon Ball Z first, then we got Dragon Ball.
See, but then is GT based on any manga, or did they just?
No,
Or
GT is
whatever.
an abomination to Earth, and it should never ever be mentioned ever again.
I know, but
There's
then
like a bootleg manga on Amazon for it.
That's nasty. But yeah, GT isn't based on anything.
they just saw
But,
a
like,
successful
filler the-
franchise and
Is it just filler the anime?
So GT comes after Dragon Ball Z, timeline wise, but obviously what was it called when you take something out of continuation or take something? It's all
non-canon.
Yeah, like they like Toriyama said, yeah, that's not canon no more. Because Toriyama didn't work on that. He worked on some of the designs, but he didn't work on it.
Dude, I remember my friend saying that GT was like a dream or something. I guess like that's how they explained it, if you want to say that.
Nah, it's retcon fully. It wasn't a dream.
So it's just
It's literally a
It might as
continuation
well
of
be
Dragon
like
Ball Z. Like a few years later.
yeah. But then if you said that the writer doesn't consider it canon, then I mean,
Yeah, but that came years later though.
see, I feel like that's like a Star Wars situation where people don't consider 7, 8, and 9 canon just because of how bad it was.
Well, no, that's the fans doing that. The author himself came out later on and said, yeah, that's not canon. GT's not canon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So Chase, you recommend Doctor Slump?
I haven't read it yet,
All right, never mind.
but I will say that I think I've seen like an episode or two. It's on the same. It's more jokey. Like it's jokey. Like it's more comedy based, if that's what you mean. Like I'm pretty sure if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, you will like Doctor Slump. But I will say, don't go into it thinking it's like a martial art action series like Dragon Ball Z. I mean Dragon Ball.
Right. Like so far, my only exposure to Dragon Ball was a friend took me to see the latest Broly movie in theaters.
Oh, beautiful, fantastic.
Animation was great.
Yes.
I didn't quite know what anything was about. A bunch of yelling and fighting, but it was fun.
Yes, it was very fun. I was in my seat. Woo! I was in there. I was sweating bullets. How hot it was. Hot.
So I heard he's a character that wasn't canon at some point, but now is.
So Broly was first introduced because obviously Dragon Ball Z has like I think 12 or 13 movies, right? And none of the movies are canon because they just don't fit in the timeline wherever you try to put them in. They can, but you have to like really, really stretch it and start making exceptions to some of the canon stuff in the story. But overall, Broly was a character that was first introduced in one of the movies. He had 3 movies in total in Dragon Ball Z. And then they was like, they kind of already included him in Dragon Ball Super through the Universe 6 and 7. Because there's a character in Universe 7 compared to Universe 6's who has Legendary Super Saiyan. And whatever Universe 7 has, Universe 6 has to have it as well. So they was like, all right, so there's a chance for Broly to be canon. And then the movie comes out after Dragon Ball Super, the anime, I guess is done for right now. So they made a movie for Broly. Since technically you have to have a mirror character for whatever in Universe 7.
Are you talking about the female Broly?
Yeah.
The fights in the power tournament or whatever?
Yeah, Kale.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So you're telling me that all those years I was using Eraser Canon on my brother and stuff, I was using a non-canon character?
Yes. So it was just a racer at that point. I guess he got erased out of canon himself.
See, then Chase, so then you didn't watch the Naruto movie?
That's the one where he had the wraps around his arm, right? I seen some of it. I never watched the full thing.
Yeah, that's where he's rocking the buzz cut, the Eminem look.
Yuck. And he was boxing. I think that's the one where he was actually like putting hands up.
I think, yeah, that's when he started being the Hokage.
Yeah, I didn't watch
like when they show him doing the duties or whatever.
I didn't watch it fully. There's a lot of Naruto stuff I have to catch up on. But I want to read the manga first before I do all that.
Because to me, the last, that's a classic. See, to me, that's where Naruto should have ended, but that's a different story. Yeah, that was a real tearjerker.
What, the movie, The Last?
The movie, yes. Believe it or not, Naruto made me cry.
I'm trying to see if Naruto's ever made me cry. I don't think it has. Yeah, I don't think it has. I always thought it was goofy that he kept chasing Sasuke. That's why.
Jeez. I keep on hearing about like ninja wars and people dying. Like it's not sad at all.
Some deaths are very. Some death or two here. No, there was. Oh wait. There were a couple of sad deaths overall. One almost made me cry because he's one of my favorite characters.
Neji.
I'm not gonna say it because Joseph hasn't gotten into it yet. But
oh fuck! Jeez, sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm probably gonna forget by the time I get started. Naruto is pretty long after all.
Not pretty. It is. It's very.
I'm not gonna say anything then.
But I will say that there were some characters on like, dang. I'm like, dang. Then you find out the reason and stuff. I'm like, dang. Those are some of my most memorable moments of Shippuden, though. I will say that. Naruto, pre-time skip, narratively is better. Post-time skip, it starts to get a little wonky towards the end.
Well, in that case, gents, it's past my bedtime, unfortunately. So I guess I'll have to leave y'all.
Oh, go ahead, do your thing, Andre.
It's been
Thank you
good.
for coming through.
It's been good talking to y'all.
Definitely.
And catch y'all, I guess, next week.
Oh, yep. Next week, final book club. Yes, sir. Finally.
Oh, geez.
Stop reading this.
7 volumes.
7 volumes.
Okay,
One
see y'all
volume a
later.
day is not bad. One volume a day is
Yeah.
not bad.
I mean, I've been doing 4 volumes on book club day each time.
You're insane. Why?
I don't know, man. I like maybe to keep things fresh, but I could also just take notes, right?
I mean, I try
So,
to take notes, but then sometimes I'm like, I can easily remember this. Or this really isn't memorable.
Yeah, that was my problem. I realized that really early on. It was like if I read it the same day, it'll be fine. But now I can't do that, so I'll probably take a note or two.
Yeah. I mean, plus we're reading the next 7 volumes. That's a volume a day for the next book club. I think we could do that.
Right.
Cass, how do you feel?
It was fine. Literally spend all my time at work reading, so I usually have it done by Monday.
Sheesh.
Jeez. Chase feeling better?
Oh, yeah. I should get like 2 or 3 more days. I should be good. Hopefully a Saturday stream. I saw you ask me earlier, Cass. I forgot to reply. Maybe a stream with East Coast. We gotta get that together. I don't know. It'll be fun to get the manga tubers back up together. But we'll see
That'd
about
be
that.
dope.
We'll definitely see about that one.
I guess I'll head out then. So
All
see
right.
you next time.
All right, Joseph. Thank you for coming through.
All right.
Cass, any more thoughts or opinions on Demon Slayer?
Nah, my brain's gone right now. I'm getting ready for bed.
Oh,
Like
my
7
bad,
a.m.
Cass. My bad, Cass. I'll let you go.
All right. Well,
All right, get you some sleep.
yeah, sure thing. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Thank you for coming through, Cass.
Yeah, for sure. Bye.
Bye. A sage say this. I'm sorry, Ronnie. Enrico's making me do this, and I like Enrico. I can't ban Enrico. Ronnie is the biggest L I have ever met. Ever. I'm sorry, Ronnie. I'm so sorry. But yeah. What is up, Yurt Man? AT. Hey, Chase Dark Sage. This is my first stream. How's Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer is alright. It's not the greatest thing. It's not close to one of the best good things ever. It's alright. They don't even get the all right. It's alright. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Ronnie. But yeah, we're gonna close out the stage because this stream is getting long. But before we head out, I do want to make it clear. Next week, Thursday, 9:30 p.m. CST, we'll be reading the rest of Demon Slayer. The rest of the 7 volumes we got, we're gonna read the rest of it. We're gonna knock it out. 7 volumes, that's 1 volume a day. We could do that. We got this. Oh, first of all, happy birthday, Ronnie. I did not know it was your birthday. I'm so sorry, Ronnie. But it was a sage say this. He spent his points. He did his job as a Twitch paying citizen. Twitch Zenny paying citizen. But yeah, 9:30 we'll be there. Potentially another stream this week as well. Not gonna promise one, but potentially. Me and my boy East Coast, we gotta talk about it. But yeah, that's about it for this stream. This manga reading book club. 4th one down in the we got the 4th one down. That means we're only gonna end out with 5 of these bad boys. So the next one should be the final one. We're gonna knock it out. We're gonna read the rest of Demon Slayer. We're gonna give our final thoughts and opinions. And obviously I will be making a review video for the channel as well. But yeah, like I said, thank you guys for coming through. Love that all you guys came through. Like I said, this is a community effort, so without you guys, this wouldn't be what it is. I don't know when the next time we can do hot take streams, but we did do a smoke show, and if you haven't checked out the smoke show, check it out on Read the Dark Sage, or you can still check it out on Twitch if it is still up. But Read the Dark Sage, it should be the stream before this one, if you're on the YouTube channel. But like I said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great, safe night. Let's quickly look for someone to raid. We can raid, Mr. Shoot, I gotta get better. I gotta eat and I gotta get some sleep. Ooh, let me mute that. But yeah, we can rate Miss Cat Hands. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for spending your time with me because you didn't have to. You could have been doing something else, but you guys chose to come here, hang out with your boy. Highly appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching. Dark Sage out. Peace.